All right, Shalaki. Back by part to it. But this is Luke 14:26 again. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And we got the edification on that word hate goes to the Greek word maseo, which means to love less. So we got a strong disregard towards it because Yahweh Shema shall come first, man. It says, and whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple, man. So we got to bear whatever we got to go through. We got to do that, man. And if not, that means what? You offended in Yahweh Shema Shah, ultimately. You don't want to pick up your cross and bear it. We got to be soldiers, though. I open up with 2 Timothy 2:3 about endure hardness as a good soldier. We got to go through it, man. We ultimately sinned against Yahweh Shema Shah, therefore we got to bear the indignation. Do it feel good? No, it don't supposed to feel pleasant. But do through the mercies of Yahweh Shema Shah and due to that sacrifice that Yahweh Shah, made and gave once, his body, his life, shedding his blood, Lord willing, that blood covers us, Abaratazah, being, Lord willing, we being part of his remnant. Guess what, man? Not only do we got grace, that's very, very beautiful, but we have help. We have a way back, man. We have a way back. We have a way. We're not alone. So, saying this to myself, that keep us intact, man. We just got to understand and be at peace with the will of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Just keep fighting. Keep scribing. Luke chapter 9, verse 62. And it says, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High, man. You looking back, you ain't fit for the kingdom, man. You don't want to bear your cross. Somewhere, somehow, you got offended. You didn't want to wait. You lost patience. The cares of this life, the deceitfulness of riches, the deceitfulness of riches, tribulations, whatever the case may be, the worrying about whatever the case may be, women, children, jobs, health, whatever the case may be. You offended at the doctrine, you couldn't let go of a grudge, whatever the case may be, bro. You have to keep going. Remember Lot's wife. You can't look back, man. You said you were gonna serve Yahweh Shema Shah. Scriptures say, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So we have to be at peace with the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. This will come with the territory. We be in the thick of things, but that don't mean it's it for you. Just being tried out, man. Being chastened, And a lot of times, sometimes we be tripping, Sometimes I myself be tripping. Lord, I have to get your mind back right. You know what I'm saying? This is Acts chapter 14, and I'm at the plantation. I'm about to get right back to it, but I just want to make this lesson, man. Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, encouraging them, urging them that we must, see, that's a necessity, that's needful, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. And we have to be at peace with that. We have to be at peace with that, man. And that come with prayer. That come through prayer and fasting. You know what I'm saying? Accepting the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. Accepting that you going to be betrayed. You're going to be let down. You're not going to be liked. You're not going to be loved. The brothers love you. The sincere sheep and believers, Yahweh Shema Shah love you. You're part of his remnant. But for the masses, nah. People offended at Yahweh Shema Shah. So we coming in the same vibration of Yahweh Shema Shah. Hey, that will come with it, bro. For the ones that's sincere, they're going to cleave unto Yahweh Shema Shah. They ain't going to get offended about what you preaching, which is the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's why we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, all the ugly conditions, man, whatever it may consist of, are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. New bodies. You're never going to have a wicked thought. You're not gonna die. Once we're changed, that's everlasting, bro. That's why we fighting. That's why we getting down for our crown. That's why we have to be at peace with the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. Streets of gold, man. Precious, precious stones. Slaves. Virgins. Women that never been touched. A plethora of beautiful things are coming to those that endure, man. But we have to hold fast what we have, man. It's for a greater good. To the sincere acumen, aqua, starting with our elder apostles on down to young babes, young men like myself. So that's what we got to do. We got to keep on fighting and holding on, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 5, and I'll close out with that. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, man. That's why the scriptures speak about happy is he who the Most High correcteth, that chastening. You know, when you're going through things, and on a scale of just suffering, period, man. Enduring, you know, taking a low, you know, just going through things that don't feel good, seem good, look good. So what? It's for a greater good, man. Scripture just said, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. Not just be rewarded, you're going to be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them. This is the thing of being proved right now. And I'm accepting this. You got to. If you say you believe, you got to accept all of it, man. You got to accept that 2/3 is going to be cut off and die. You got to accept that everybody ain't going to like you. Everybody ain't going to love you. You got to accept that you're going to go through something, whatever your lot entails. It was already ordained and predestined, man. We just hope we're predestined to make it. We just hope that we're sanctified from the beginning. Abaratazai. By us not knowing for a fact right now, we have to keep the fear, keep the faith, and keep on pressing towards the mark, man. You know, praising Yahweh Shema Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Shema Shai, the water Yahweh Shema Shai, the water Yahweh Kaya Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh for Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh Shai for your sacrifice, your mercy, your truth, your grace. You know, the water Barakatah Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, let that volume continue to stay in our spirit, man, praising the Lord, versus people that being, you know, becoming offended, man. Don't want to push no more. Don't want to fellowship. Getting offended, whatever the case may be. Don't want to suffer. Ultimately, fuck that, man. Excuse my language, man. Whatever I got to do to get down for my crowd, to endure to the end, man. May Yahweh Shema Shai give me a chazak recha, a strong spirit to endure. Not only me, the sincere acumen aqua. But I close out with this. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. And we hope and pray that we're worthy towards Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know? So we have to be at peace with the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know what I'm saying? So this was an edifying lesson to the Lord, sincere sheep and believers. I close out with verse 9. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. Wow. You know what come with it. And such as be faithful in love, which is an action word, shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he care for his elect. You know, the saints are who? The Israelites, man. You know, and the elect is the remnant. You know, because you have the Israel out of Israel. You got the Israel of the Most High. You got the Lord's remnant, man. The Lord's elect. We call ourselves the hopeful elect because we don't know. So Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson to the Lord, sincere sheep and believers. I would like to close out by giving all glory, honor, and infinite praise unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha HaKodash, and double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and teach and rule well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. To the next time, Kwam Yasha Allah, keep the faith, Shalom, Laha B'cha'ayim, to the elect, Shalom.